here comes another exciting episode of Top Hat Gaming. Hey, I'm here to bring you some gaming news and my opinions on certain things. My first big gaming news is that there was a leak the other day. This is a smaller leak. I have a bigger leak I'm going to talk about. The smaller leak was that, well, I mean, it is a big leak, but it kind of got proven false already, so it's why it's smaller. Animal Crossing and Pikmin 4 Switch were accidentally announced by a magazine that was associated with Nintendo. But, I mean, well, before I get to the but, a lot of people were going around being like, oh my gosh, they accidentally announced it too early, and it's going to be awesome, we're getting a Pikmin and Animal Crossing. Well, I still think we're getting a Pikmin and Animal Crossing for Switch, because we've had, other than the Wii U, we've had Animal Crossing every system since the GameCube, and Pikmin 4 just makes sense, because we've gotten a Pikmin every system, except for technically the Wii, but it got the remakes of the other Pikmin games. And we've been getting a Pikmin 3DS game, which we never had a handheld Pikmin game before. Even though it looks bad, hey Pikmin, doesn't look good. But that would make sense. I still think we're going to get them. Somebody contacted the guy who made the magazine and just said, oh, that was just me guessing that we're going to get that. So Nintendo didn't tell him that we're getting Pikmin 4 and Animal Crossing, and then he put on the thing. He just guessed, and then, yeah. That's basically what happened. So that's fake. And then the other one I really want to talk about is they're doing a crossover, and it's been a rumor for a while, but I guess it got confirmed because the leak came out, and this one was a real leak. It is 100% true. They've proven that's true and stuff. A Mario and Rabbids crossover. First of all, in the advertising for it, that was only shown to Nintendo because Ubisoft makes the Rabbids, and they're making this game basically, even though they got Nintendo permission to use Mario. For the thing that Ubisoft made to show Nintendo what their idea is, they call Princess Peach, like the A word twice in the advertisement. Now, it's not supposed to go out to the public. We were never supposed to see that. That was just in the show Nintendo being like, hey, this is our plan for the game. We're kind of making Peach more of a tough character too. But they got released. So people thought, like, I thought that was like an unofficial post, like, they used the A word in an official, like, Nintendo game, but well, Ubisoft had Nintendo characters in the official Nintendo poster. No, that's not how it is. But they do use guns. The characters are they're hand cannons, but they're still like guns. And Luigi's like a sniper. Honestly, well, I think the Rabbids are super annoying. The Rabbids games themselves, for the most part, are good, fun games. But my concern is that Ubisoft is a very money-hungry company. I feel like Nintendo is really good about caring about the fans, money. I mean, of course, they're a big company, they want money, but they want to care about the fans. Ubisoft, I mean, they make good games, they make Assassin's Creed and stuff, but they want your money. They make a lot of DLC and stuff. They want your money. So I'm just concerned we're getting a bunch of crappy DLC for this. But I still think it's going to be a good game. First of all, it's going to be a tactical RPG like Fire Emblem. Like, first of all, you think Rabbids and Mario combining, they wouldn't be like a strategy game. Like, whose idea was that? If you know what Fire Emblem is, please don't talk to me again. No, I'm kidding. I love Fire Emblem, though, and we're getting new Fire Emblems this year. And just Google Fire Emblem gameplay. Make sure it's in battle, because the gameplay changes a lot outside of battle. And you'll see, like, how it is, and you'll be like, why would the Mario Rabbids crossover play like that? Yeah, though, it's like, imagine... You know, I was going to say, like, imagine chess mixed with an RPG, but that's really not how I would describe that. So, just look up Fire Emblem if you want to get what it is. All the characters use guns. Luigi uses, like, the Poltergust 3000 from Luigi's Mansion? It's like that, but in gun, like a pistol, instead of it being a giant backpack. And then, there's, so far we know, 4 main characters for the Mario side, being Mario, Luigi, Peach, and Yoshi. I'm glad Yoshi's in it. Yoshi deserves to be more things, because Yoshi's adorable. Yoshi! I used to be able to do a really good Yoshi voice. I can't anymore. But, and then the 4 Rabbids characters are the same, except for they're dressed up. Like, it's a Rabbid dressed as Peach, Rabbid dressed as Mario, Rabbid dressed as Luigi, and Rabbid dressed as Yoshi. And apparently, according to the thing, the Rabbid dressed as Yoshi is, like, completely insane. But the Rabbids are already supposed to be crazy, so... If he's, like, more crazy by comparison, like, did he kill someone or something? I don't know. Honestly, though, the Rabbid dressed as Yoshi, just judging, even though I think Rabbids are annoying, like I said, I like the games, I think the characters are annoying, and the show was awful. The Rabbid dressed as Yoshi looks hilarious, judging by, like, his advertising, because he had, like, a Yoshi hat, he's, like, freaking out. I love him. And I think those are just going to be the characters you start off with. Something called, because tactical RPG tends to have like 20 characters or so, maybe even more. And you only usually put like 8 of them in battle at once. So I'm assuming they're going to be like Donkey Kong and a rabbit dressed as Donkey Kong and stuff like that you find along your way. I'm assuming it's not going to be like Fire Emblem where if you die, you're done. Because in Fire Emblem, if you lose a character that's not a main character, even though they have a personality and stuff, they're done. They're dead. Sometimes they'll make an excuse like, oh, they just ran away from battle and weren't found again. But they're dead. For the most part, it just says they're dead anyway. And if it's like a main, like the main character, it would just restart the level. So hopefully it's not like that. I doubt it. I doubt it would go that far. But then again, they were giving them guns already. It's not like, I don't know. Yeah, so that's my opinions on that game. I think it's going to be good. I think the Rabbids are going to be annoying, but whatever. I think... Have you ever played... Why am I talking to you like you're a person? I'm talking to a webcam. Like, have you ever played... Comment if you've ever played Rabbids Go Home. That's a really good platformer game. It's like you're just stealing stuff as the Rabbids, putting in a shopping cart, and trying to build a tower so they can reach the moon. They're trying to climb up to the moon because they see the moon in the sky. They think it's just a small object because they're dumb, like this big, and they're trying to reach it, and they think it's their home. And then if they get farther, the tower keeps getting bigger, and you have to just keep stealing stuff. At one point, you steal a dead guy, or like a guy who's about to die. You go into the hospital and steal his bed to use it, but he's still on it, so he's just part of your tower now. Really messed up when you think about it for a kid's game. I think it'll be fun. Also, Monster Hunter XX got announced for the Switch, which I guess is a Monster Hunter X / Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate thing. Monster Hunter is amazing. It is, if you don't know about it, it's a series. It used to be, it always owned by Capcom, but it used to be on PlayStation only, and then something happened, and now it's on like Nintendo consoles only. And we've had it on 3DS mostly. We've had it on handheld since it got switched to them. A lot of people say it got better since it got switched to Nintendo just because Capcom and Nintendo have a closer relationship in general. So, and also, just of course, the series evolves as it goes on. Basically, you're a monster hunter, and you fight a few small monsters, but for the most part, you fight monsters that are about the size of, like, houses. You just, like, climb on them and attack them, and use all these different weapons and stuff. You can get weapons from other games. I know the last few of them have had, like, Zelda weapons for, like, DLC and stuff, like, you go with the Master Sword and stuff. And there's like also guns too, but I would prefer a sword. I prefer sword and shield because it's the most basic. Plus, I love swords and shields; they're epic. But this can be the first one for the Switch. I know I actually have a few friends that told me they would buy a Switch if Monster Hunter was announced for it. So I guess they're buying Switches. Plus, it's just a big deal to get a new third-party game that's gonna be awesome on Switch. We don't know anything about the new one yet. All we know is the name, and that's like a cross of those Monster Generation, Monster Hunter X, and that's only been announced for Japan so far. But usually, Monster Hunter games are bigger in Japan, so they get announced like a month before they get announced in America. But why wouldn't they send it to America? They know they have Monster Hunter fans in America that would buy a Switch for that game. Like I said, I know a few of them, and I'm sure there's hundreds more, maybe even thousands. And of course, even if you're not buying your Switch just for that game, it could help influence you. Or if you already have a Switch, another game you can buy. And they're good games. I want to mention Brayden now, because we mention each other, advertise each other. Brayden, if you're watching this, try playing Monster Hunter. You would like it, I think. I'm not sure. You tend to be kind of picky about games sometimes. Also, a new trailer, this is going into movie stuff, a new trailer for Spider-Man 3. Yes, a new trailer for the movie that came out years ago that was awful, Spider-Man 3. It was released, no. For Spider-Man Homecoming, and first of all, Tom Holland's gonna be the best Spider-Man ever, in my opinion. He's so good. Like, and he's also young. He actually is the age that Spider-Man is supposed to be. He's not like a 40-year-old, okay, I guess Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire are not 40. But they're old. Did I call him Mick Garfield? I think I did. That's weird. His name's Andrew Garfield. They're way too old to be Spider-Man, and I know it's common in Hollywood to be like, okay, this guy kind of looks young. Let's have him play a teenager, even though he's in his 30s or getting close to 30s. That's how they were. Tom Holland's actually like 15 or 16, which I want to say now that I'm 18, and it feels really weird that I'm older than the guy playing Spider-Man. Like that's like I feel like an old man. I'm probably gonna be dead soon. No, but the new trailer came out, looks really good, looks really intense. Like 2 trailers came out on the same day, I think. One of them was like a more joke one though, like it was like more based on the comedy because it has him like like doing selfies and stuff, which I don't think will be actual movie. In fact, they show it in Civil War, like him in the Civil War battle, taking like not selfie, but like doing like a blog, like I'm doing now. I guess it's a blog. I mean vlog. Why do I call the thing blog when they're vlogs? Oh yeah, because vlog doesn't sound as good. Take that. And I think that was really funny. And of course, that's not gonna make the actual movie. That's kind of advertising. It was really funny though, because he was like, "Alright, I just got done fighting Captain America." And yeah, it was funny. And then the other trailer was more serious and had more of like the whole thing with him and Tony kind of butting heads over if he should be like a big superhero or not. Which I think Spider-Man could. I think he could, not like comic book Spider-Man could beat comic book Iron Man in my opinion, just because he's way stronger and stuff. I know. Well, I guess it depends on what suit Iron Man has. I think he has like a Spider-Man Buster suit. Because Batman and Iron Man are pretty similar. They both have suits to take down their teammates if they need to. Well, I guess Batman has more or less plans and then occasionally makes a suit to take down certain characters. Well, Iron Man just makes suits. Like he has I know he has a Hulk Buster, which is in the movie. I know he has a Thor Buster that can like absorb the electricity and stuff from his hammer and like knock it back at him. Also, I want to talk about plans for the channel. I think I'm gonna do when a Pokemon game comes to the Switch, which, let's be honest here, Pokemon games are always on handhelds, and Switch is a handheld and a console. Well, mainstream Pokemon games. They release a few on console, but they're not the main ones. So let's be honest here, if they want to make money off Pokemon fans, the next few Pokemon games should be for Switch and 3DS, so they can be like, oh, if you have a 3DS, you can still buy the game, but you should buy the Switch edition, it's better. And then after that, they should be like, now we're making exclusively for the Switch, so you have to buy it. And that would cause the Switch to destroy the other consoles. Because I know there's a few non-Pokemon fans out there, but let's be real, Pokemon's a huge franchise, especially for Nintendo. People love it. I think I'm going to, when the next Pokemon game comes to the Switch, I want to do that on the channel. And I'm going to have a thing. I already got Brayden and my friend Lexi, Zan, what she goes by, because they both have YouTube channels. I'm going to have them, I'm going to name my first Pokemon after my channel. I'm going to name it Top Hat Gaming. And then the next one will be, the next female one I get will be named after Zan's channel, and then Brayden's will be the next male one. But then in the comments, I'm going to be like, alright, choose, if you want your name mentioned, say, not mentioned, if you want your name in there, post your name below and be like, just say, use my name, and if your name's appropriate, I might use it. And you'll get more points if your name's cool, too. It could be your YouTube name or just your... Actually, I'm going to go with YouTube names unless your YouTube name is your real life name, and then I'll go with that. Well, I guess it'll still be your YouTube name, so never mind. And I'll just name Pokemon after you. Now, remember, just because your Pokemon... I can only have 6 Pokemon with me at a time, but I can store, like, thousands of them. So I might have to get, like, rid of somebody's eventually and just store it, and then eventually like, bring it back later. But that's my plan. And... that's like eventually that's when we do on the channel, because you know they're gonna bring Pokemon to Switch at E3, I would assume. Now let's go back to talking about E3. I already talked about a little bit in the Rabbids thing. I didn't actually, but the Rabbids game's gonna be officially announced at E3. Just accidentally announced too earlier. I'm gonna blog E3. I'm gonna do a reaction video. I haven't done one of those since that one Nintendo Direct. I'm gonna do another one again. Hopefully I don't get a copyright claim this time, but it doesn't really matter because I don't monetize videos anyway. I'm gonna eventually, once I get a job, because I want. Before I monetize videos, I want to have money in other ways too, so I can use that money to buy better stuff, and then that way start monetizing. But that's my plan. I'm going to do a reaction video to that, and I'll probably have my Kirby amiibo, my Mario amiibo, Link, and Pikachu, because I think they're going to announce Super Smash Bros. They're the mascots of that. And even if they aren't, they're still like Nintendo's main 4. With Kirby being like the 4th, and then Mario, Link, and Pikachu are like the trinity of Pokemon. I mean, not Pokemon, Nintendo. Kind of like how Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman are like considered the main money makers of DC. They're the trinity. Even though I'm not saying they're the best characters. Well, with Nintendo-wise, they are. Not with the DC thing. Just that's the one that DC goes back on the most. That's the one they rely on the most to make money. Makes sense, original characters. Also, I want to talk about... What else was I going to talk about? Oh yeah, have you guys seen like the new DC thing that like Watchmen are coming into the main DC universe, and like Dark Manhattan's like the villain and stuff? It's interesting. feel like mentioning that now. Also, I guess I don't really have much else to talk about. This was a long vlog video, almost 15 minutes. But you know what? I'm gonna stop it right at 19:50.
Hey, don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe, follow me on Twitter. Check out the next video if you want to. Peace out.